everybody, welcome back to another episode of Woodmere Estate Revival. Today we are working on the family room fireplace. What are we doing, you might ask? Well, we are installing our gas log set. We're super excited because we ordered that thing way back in like November or October. And thanks to COVID, it got held up in California for months. And it finally showed up the other day. So we are super excited to get the thing put in. It's going to go in this fireplace behind us. If you recall way back to the beginning of the project, this is the fireplace that was brick. It had that massive wood box attached to it, the massive elevated hearth. The hearth was so big that it was sagging the floor joists and actually pulling away from the fireplace. It was hideous. Dark and just really sucked all the light out of the room. So we got rid of that thing and made a nice open hearth fireplace. We got it wrapped in marble. It looks really, really nice compared to what used to be here. So we're getting ready to go ahead and install our gas fireplace set. Cannot wait to get it in there. Let me show you exactly what we got to get into. All right, so here's our fireplace, and as you can see, we've got a traditional log rack and some end irons and the fireplace fence and everything sitting in there. That stuff's got to come out of there. We're going to leave our fire back in there. That's a really cool replica of an original Williamsburg fireback. That remnants of one of these was found in the remnants of one of the original houses over there in Williamsburg. And a company came along and has been making replicas of it. This one was here in the house, and it's a really cool piece, so we're keeping it. So that'll go in the back of the fireplace, but everything else has got to come out, the log rack and all that stuff, got to come out and get out of there. You can see back in the back there, we've got our gas hookup hiding in the floor there. I got to take that cap off and install a fitting that came along with our fireplace. This is everything that came the other day. So you can see our decorative set there. This is a box of logs right here. This was the box that the valve and the fire, whatever they call this thing, the burner, thankfully, that came to me. The burner is in there, was in there, and then this is another box of logs. So it's a really cool set. They call it real fire, and it has a very real appearing flame. It's not a blue flame, it's kind of a yellow flame. It's actually meant to be burned in a fireplace with the damper open, so you got full ventilation. Because the combustion that provides for that nice yellow flame actually would get a lot of contaminants and stuff into the atmosphere in the home if you didn't have it properly vented. So you got to have a properly vented working fireplace to install this sort of log set. But we're super excited because this thing has a really neat look to it, and it's going to give off a lot of light and plenty of heat too. Especially with that fire back in there, those things heat up and reflect a lot of the heat back into the room. So first thing I got to do is clear out all of this stuff, and then I'll go ahead and make my connection to my gas line there. We've got a valve in the floor over here that we use to turn that line off and on. This thing has a battery pack and a piezoelectric ignition on it, so we don't have to have a pilot burning all the time. Don't have to light it with a manual valve and a match. It has a remote control, and whenever you're ready to start the fire, you just click the switch and poof, it comes on. So it's a really nice set. We're looking forward to being able to enjoy it from the kitchen over there and sitting in here in the family room and watching TV by the fire. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned out, and then I'll get my fitting installed, and we'll go ahead and position the burner unit inside the firebox and go ahead and get ready to test the burner unit, and then we'll stack up our logs and get everything put together. All right, we got all the stuff cleared out of there, and now we got room to work. We need to go ahead and take this cap off and go ahead and get the adapter fitting threaded on there with some thread sealant. Then we'll be ready to go ahead and set our valve in place. And Amber's here.
Yay, I think I found the key.
Oh, good. We'll need that. Especially since the other one we found was too short.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
That's the one. All right, very good. Where'd my assistant go?
Who knows?
Hiding.
Probably.
All right, we're gonna go pull this cap off, and then we'll set our unit in place, get it hooked up. All right, so we got our fitting put on there with plenty of pipe dope, and should provide us a leak-free seal. We're gonna go ahead and set the burner unit in place and get our lines hooked up. Then we'll get some soapy water, test all of our connections, make sure nothing's leaking. Once that's done, then we can go ahead and hook up the controls, and we'll test fire the burner. Exciting stuff. All right, we got our burner unit in there, hooked up, leak tested. And we got the control box in the back there, underneath the protective decorative cover, tiding back there. And we just did a test run, made sure it came on like it was supposed to. Now we're ready to stack up some logs. Let me show you guys how it fires up here. There's our pilot. Nice. That's some real fire. So that's going to look really impressive once we get everything all laid out there. Next step is in the manual here, we got to get our glowing embers out and put our back log in place, and then we'll go ahead and stack up the rest of them. All right, we got the logs stacked up in there, along with the glowing embers. That's the stuff that sits on the burners there and makes it look like real glowing embers. Now we're putting lava granules and then lava coals on top of that, which gives it the look of, burnt wood, ashes laying down in the bottom of the firebox there. So once we get that done, we'll be ready to go, and we'll go ahead and test fire this thing and see what it looks like, all stacked up and looking beautiful. All right, here we go. We got the lava chips and chunks and everything down in there. We got all our little embers in place, bright embers, whatever they call them. Looks good. What do you think, hon?
I'm ready to see it.
Ready to fire this baby up?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Wait, you're right in my way.
Here we go. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh, there's a third row, the lower row.
That's not real fire, is it?
That is super cool.
Yeah, of course, we're going to take the cardboard up.
Yeah.
This won't set the house on fire, but that looks really awesome.
And we're going to get
A screen.
a screen.
Can I
Yep.
see the remote?
That is super
That's
cool.
cool.
I like the little glowing embers.
Yeah, I do too.
I like the logs.
It's just so tall. I'm glad that we waited on that one.
Yeah, so that's what we wanted. We wanted the big set because it's a big fireplace. We didn't want a little dinky log set in there.
Oh my goodness, that is cool. Oh, and look, the fire comes up through the knot, the whole.
Yep, I put it in there just like so it would do that. Get a good shot at the back of the reed's head. What do you think, buddy?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. All right, very good. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode of Woodmere Estate Revival. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Hope you enjoyed the fireplace install. We're really excited to have it going. The space is already warmer because of it. We're going to be able to sit in here and enjoy the TV, hang out in the family room, actually watch it from the kitchen while we're enjoying a snack or something at the bar. So it's going to be a really nice addition to this part of the house. Be sure to hit that subscription button so you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. Give us a like if you would, please. Got any comments or questions, leave those down below. I'll be sure to put the link to the Real Fire website so you can get out there and check out all the fireplaces, maybe pick up one for your place. We'll see you guys again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.